What's up, everybody? I hope you are doing well. Today is my 5th video in the series of how to become a stronger writer for your English literature class. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that can really make your essays stronger and more powerful overall. And it's about transition words. So, transition words are something that you might not always be aware of or thinking of while writing your essay. A lot of times we're obsessed with the thesis statement or how good our analysis is, or if we chose the right quotes and evidence to prove our thesis. However, it's important not to forget the language that you're using in your essay that gives it variety and interest to your reader. Transitions is a big part of that. Now, transitions helps your essay and the ideas flow from one idea to the other. So that is specifically what we're going to be looking at today. So if you're wondering what transition words are, let's read this definition right over here. Transition words are used to link words, phrases, or sentence. They help us transition from idea to idea. They help the reader to progress from one idea to the next idea. Thus, they help to build up coherent relationships within the text. You don't want it to seem to the reader that you are throwing in ideas randomly, and that is where transition words come into play. They help you link your ideas, like this idea flows into this idea, which flows into this idea, and transition words will help you do that. However, if you're talking about opposite ideas or dissimilarities, the transition words will really solidify that idea and bring it to the forefront for your reader. So transition words are super important because it helps your reader's mind link the ideas that you're trying to present within your essay, which will in turn make it a stronger essay because they understand why you're saying something in order to prove the thesis statement. All right, so there's tons and tons of transition words out there, and I'm going to show you them in the next slide. But I want you to focus on these transition words right here if you're new to using transition words within your essay. And the words are so, but, and because. Because these are very popular words that we use within our essay to help us link ideas. So if you focus on these 4 and start using different transition words in place of so, but, and because, that is a good starting point for starting to use more transition words. So let's look at the transition words for so, right up there. Okay, so we have so, another one would be therefore, then, as a result, and consequently. So you can take a screenshot of this and remember to use this in your next essay. What about but? This shows contrast, right? This shows differences. So you have however, whereas, and conversely. What about and? This is also, this is addition, this is plus. You have in addition, moreover, furthermore, and additionally. So instead of using and, try using additionally, or try using furthermore. Don't overuse it, but just strategically use it within your essay. And lastly, we have because. This is giving a reason to what you are saying. You have due to the fact, since, as a consequence. So these all show result. This all shows the reasoning behind what you are saying. So for your next essay, I want you to start sprinkling in these different transition words in place of the very normal so, but, and because. But let's look at a longer list of transition words. So this graph is broken into categories, and you have addition, contrast, cause and effect, purpose, and summarizing. So you want to think, what are you using this transition word for? Is it for addition? Is it for summarizing? Is it for some type of purpose? And take a look at this list for what you can put in to make your sentence clearer and clearer to the reader of what your purpose is for that sentence. Like, is it a contrast sentence? Is it a cause and effect sentence? Is it a purpose sentence? And sprinkle in one of these transition words. You could take a screenshot of this or just find one on the internet so that you can have it handy while you are writing your essays. Here is another long list of transition words, and this one shows emphasis, again with the addition, contrast, and order. And you can see that there are so many transition words out there. You don't want to just throw so many transition words into your essay that your essay is all transition words, but you do want to just pick and choose some correct ones that just heighten the writing that is in your paper. Now, something about on the other hand, I do notice that students tend to overuse that, and you don't want to overuse the transition words that it becomes repetitive for the reader. So also be mindful of that, or when you're doing the editing process, check out if you're constantly repeating the same transition words. And here are some example sentences that have some strategically placed transition words within them. So let's take a read. The first one, Bob loves to go to parties. In comparison, Sue loves to stay at home with her family. That's a contrast. I admire King Jordan because he is the first deaf president of Gallaudet. Besides that, I admire him because he is a great long-distance runner. Furthermore, he is a dedicated family man. All in all, there's not much to dislike about this man, except he is too perfect. Besides and furthermore are both being used for addition, okay? So instead of saying, and I admire him because, and he is a great family man, there are some strategically placed transition words besides that and furthermore. So let's look at the third one. The play was great. Nonetheless, I was sick of seeing it after the fourth time. This is a contrast or a reason. So it was great, but I was sick of seeing it for the fourth time. Nonetheless, sounds a little bit more formal, a little more educated. It just gives another flair for your essay. So I moved over a little bit, and now let's look at the fourth sentence. Amber, Sharon, and Megan went to Busch Gardens for the day. In spite of the cold weather, they enjoyed themselves, right? This is a contrast, but even though there was cold weather, they still enjoyed themselves. So let's look at the last one. That house felt very creepy inside. Meanwhile, it was sunny outside. So this is a contrast again, right? Creepy inside, but it was sunny outside. So that's a contrast. See how much richer the sentence sounds with meanwhile instead of just constantly using but? That's what transitions will do for you. It will give you a richer, more powerful sounding essay. And the reader will be more interested in reading the essay because there's a lot of contrast and variation in the language that they are getting in the essay. Well, guys, I hope that this little lesson on transition words helped you. I hope you start to implement transition words in your own essays to make it stronger and more powerful. And in the meantime, I hope you're staying sane and safe. And don't forget, peace, love, and essays. Bye.